game number 1. It is Argentina against Czech. We have Milo playing on a non-water map for a change. On the flank with Persians, his pocket will be Monos having the Aztecs. Interesting stuff. Tough situation for him. Hans for Nikov. And we have Patin playing on his Sincido or Sincide or whatever nick. It's a Spanish flank. Aztec for Arrow, L flank. Good for him. Yannick playing the Spanish pocket. We have Exit playing the Persian pocket here, so they are playing with a way weaker lineup this time. And Hunt for Skull, who is missing. It's Ovanka missing, and they have to play with Exit. Not that Exit is a complete free one, but I think a bit weaker than Ovanka for sure. And let's take a look at positioning. We already said Aztec pocket, pretty ugly. Nikov obviously the one who should carry quite a lot. Spanish and Persian pocket, obviously. Beautiful position here for the Czech players and the first lane. I believe Czech, even if they get lamed once, will not go for a restart, since they like their position so much. Not the greatest ball by Milo is what I wanted to say, but then I saw that he readjusted and indeed, pause. Oh yeah, nonsensical. I didn't see much of her casting, but most of the times I really enjoyed it. And he is super famous in China as well. And very insightful there. And when we were in China, the stream, including her as a co-caster there with VG Forget, had 200k viewers. Milo? Not the most crisp start here. Lady co-caster Nearly. Hello, Kappa Pride. Interesting to see that people seem to pick Aztecs over Chinese. Well, Aztecs is the strongest flank civilization. And yeah, it seems like people learn to adjust and play it as a pocket as well. Going for either a lot of eagles or going for some drush for the flank or whatever. There's some different options. Obviously some monk rushing, and we will see how Monas will try to play it out. We still have the very short distance here of Patin towards Arrow, and I'm not sure why he is warding that area here. Normally I would have thought he would go for the aggressive rush or something, but he's very late with his second boar here at pop 17. In this case even pop 18, since he's Aztecs. Milo going for the drush as it seems. Yeah, indeed, sending one more villager on gold. We won't get too surprised by Nico's play. He will obviously carry an incredible play and has really performed in all the games he played this far. And that's always tough if you have like one star player and everyone is looking at you. Like, for example, it would have been Viper for Norway or Leary for Austria, Teto for Spain, and then yeah, it's tough to always bring your A game, perform super well. And it seems like Nikov, at least now in the group stage at this phase, not really struggling. Strugglers have to be probably other people here. We will see. Argentina getting the lowest of the top 8 seeds, namely the 8s. So if someone is dropping, it should be Argentina. At least seed-wise. Okay, Militia now getting in. One party said, well, only 1 HP here as well. Getting a lot of damage here against Exit. Let's take a look if Skull is able to finish that. Yes, indeed. And is he clicking this one? No, he did not. And will lose a lot of HP on that builder. Might even lose him against the Scout here. On the other side, we have a forward of Patin. He sees no chance here at the front. Arrow, I have no idea what he is doing. And Villager down? No. Scout down? Yes. Skull coming back. And he will play it a few later, I would say. being up already. And where is the low HP villager? Not 100% sure. Third militia coming around here. I remember the first SYNT tournament, that was the lead and Exit just stopped playing somehow. One of the biggest flops I've ever seen. Feels bad, man. And yeah, it looks like Patin will go for the tower rush here. Thornstone, weird mining camp, I have to say. And Arrow already walling quite a bit. Where is his... He's going for M&A as it seems. Let's go into his point of view. And indeed, looking at 2 militia now, lost his Eagle Warrior. And waiting to get onto... Oh, didn't get his second boar, though he saw it. What a weird play here. But he got 2 boars, so had a steal and then forgot about his third. That's obviously only half efficient then. And is now getting the tower rush in his back. And look at how fast this tower is going up, even with only 2 villagers. And... Arrow has to feel good. He's chasing away all the all the forward villagers, at least that's what he's thinking. But now the tower rush here at the side, nice wall in. And what are we seeing? Uh-oh, Monos is doing an archery. Oh, look at that, interesting stuff. So Monos did forward and will have archery ranges in between Exit and Skull. At the same time, I have Milo going for a Drush FC with the Persian flank, so that's their adjustment. Huan doesn't play? No, and that's the reason why Nikov even didn't consider, or did consider to not play this whole tournament, but then got convinced by some of his teammates at the teams. And I would love to beat this chat a bit further down even. Let's go for 250. Hey. Okay, let's see. Maybe we can get more chat in that small window then. Okay, next tower. Defensive tower here by Arrow. It was a small pause and we will see. I would be surprised if either Skull or Exit have an idea of that forward, especially because Exit already lost his scout again to forward there. And I know FedEx, I believe FedEx played and Twig played as well the other days, but well, it's not that early for them, right? Aren't they like GMT -3 or something? So it should be like early mid-afternoon for them. Maybe some of them are still working, maybe some of them will still get here. Not easy to schedule. Europe against America, in this case South America, during the week. And Exit now axing and gets a bad message. He's instantly dropping a defensive tower here at the wood. Not 100% sure if that's so good. He needs to secure some gold as well. Militia trying to do more damage. Defensive tower now by Patin here. He's still very active at the back. Although very active isn't that right. He's actually running backwards 2 of his villagers. At the same time, we see Yannick not up yet. And he will go for Conquistadors. At the same time, Exit not up yet. Is he having enough gold? That's something we need to figure out. And yes, he is. He just didn't click up for quite some time. And now he's walling this side off? That doesn't really make sense. He should go on the gold. What is he doing? He's given up the gold control at the front by walling to the side. If they are walling this part, they have actually a pretty nice team wall. Would be pretty nice. And he's now trying to crawl a bit forward with some towers. Actually even taking the hill advantage here. It looks like a weird tower indeed. 2 houses, 1 blacksmith, not completely walled. Now archers in the back here of Skull, who's very underprepared. Only went for some scouts, which obviously won't do too much against some archers here with fletching. And if he can only add 1 single spearman, it's looking very good for the Argentinians, I would say. Uh-oh, what is Skull doing? Fighting against the militia here and at the same time losing a lot of villagers. That is him going down to 30 only. Yannick at the same time at 27 and is losing his gold here at the front. 27 but on the way to Castle Age, so that's maybe all good. 3 scouts should be clearing that up. Let's see it. Is he trying to focus down villagers or is he just randomly fighting? It seems like not targeting too much. But next archer should be coming out. He is staying very aggressive here against that. And we see exit 1 TC. Very inefficient gold mining camp here. Arrow is running around trying to punish Partin, but new knights coming out, +1 defense as well. And Yannick, I believe he could have even built that castle a bit further forward to kill those towers. Decides to only kill that tower for now and probably is going to fight that initial first tower down by hand with his villager power. Finally, the third war coming up for Arrow, who's building another very defensive tower. That's a bit surprising to me, I have to say. But yeah, happens. So the knights a bit late. Would have been nice to clear that up, and at the same time, Exit is clearing up what Monos had. Milo, that's a bit surprising to me. How is he not up? He went archers behind that. I completely missed that. Why did he go archers? His pocket was going archers anyways. Was now walling himself. Very surprised. Why is he as a Persian flank after your pocket is going archers as well? Not 100% sure. We won't find out. So Nikov around, but cannot really do anything yet. At the moment, 3 to 0 kills. Not sure if that was over here, but he is producing heavily. Look at that. 2 stables, complete production. Only, yeah, look at that. Really delayed his second and third TC. Now trying to do some damage, but Arrow sitting at home, getting fletching, and seems to be fine. Another weird mining camp. I'm really surprised what the Czech players are doing with their mining camps today. Yannick seems to be the only sane one. Don't really know where the action is at the moment. Milo actually doing somewhat of damage with his archers. And what is Monas doing? He's now getting attacked at home. Should be super safe. I believe towers isn't the best option. You need to wall first. And only then build towers behind that. I believe that's super risky. We will see. Exit maybe will be able to do some damage. But that looks like 5 villagers around. Maybe he can get some of the villagers, and if he would focus perfectly, he could have even denied the tower. And sweet walls here, so only 1 villager down. I believe still a mistake from Monas, but yeah, reasonably handled, I would say. Conquistadors now out. Nikov already going for the monastery. So trying to fight those Kongs off by converting them to Christianity. Yannick going for TC. Is that in range? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can attack the tower. Yeah, he can. Okay. Arrow getting some kills in here. What is Party? Look at that. He pulled 10 villagers. 2 at the front were in danger and he pulled all of them. A bit overreaction, I would say. Arrow now up to Castle Age. We see the poor Party not really know what to do with his villagers. And Mona still out with his army. Now requesting Yannick to clear up that type of army here. 5 spearmen and looks like 9 archers. And yeah, they're just running around and cannot really find the damage. At the same time, Nikov is running, I have no idea where. And he is really far in the back. Now adding some stables though. Probably trying to defend against Conquistadors, maybe against Monos, who obviously should have a very tough time. Milo coming over and killing all those knights. Lots of more axes. And Monos trying to save his army before reaching Castle Age, and he really needs to run quite far, because those Conquistadors and Knights will chase them down. I believe he should be losing all of that army just shortly before Castle Age. Nikov is gonna crush them. He is looking at 70 villagers, and the highest of the enemies is Yannick with 50. So yeah, he's in absolutely full control. The only guy who really boomed quite a bit, and he even delayed his TCs quite a bit as well. So he could be looking at 80 if he would have went for an even heavier eco approach. And I said they will crush this army before Monas will reach Castle Age, but they backed off. I'm not 100% sure why. Seems like Yannick is just too much caring about clearing his gold, and therefore really see how efficient that trash was here by Partin, who will get up to Imperial Age now as well, and something we don't, Castle Age, my bad, and we see something that we don't see every day. An aggressive Aztec's castle here wants to go for the Jaguar push against the Conquistadors of our Han player Nikov. Overextending with those archers now. If he gets a wall behind here and all the knights are killing the villagers, look at that! Arrow's castle will get denied! I want to see Nearly Doubt Castle in the chat, please. That castle has no chance. And that's so many dead villagers at the same time. He's losing everything at the front here. Total Titanic here from Arrow, wasting all his crossbows, not getting that castle up and losing all his villagers. It's so brutal. Oh boy, what is he doing? What is he doing? Look at that. He won't kill even a single villager, at least that's what feels like. I'm losing so much here at the same time. 100% Titanic indeed. Jesus Christ, what did Arrow just do? Suddenly 9 to 44 KD. Couldn't do any damage. Yeah, he delayed the eco for a small second, but that was it. What a horrible game for him here. And Monos is continuing to do the damage here. And that, in all honesty, that was the best thing that was going for them. How far ahead Arrow was compared to Partin. And suddenly, he just has to decide to send 3 more builds into death. Nikov is going for the eco upgrade here, is going for +1 attack, and he will just chase down those Conquistadors. Some more crossbows are coming, but Nikov, as we already said before, is going for more stables, and he will just rock this game. Oh, pop 38 for Patin, pop 57 for Arrow. Aye. Gonna have bolts to try something like that? Yeah, now he doesn't have any bolts anymore. Not really sure if you should congratulate him for that move. Milo trying to hug the trees. And actually the wolf was helping him quite a bit, because it was blocking the path, and obviously does less damage than the knights. And Exit just having such a hard time to really do the defense here against Monas. I think he didn't even get... Oh. I will take that back. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, Milo cleared that up. And who was there? Really, no, I don't see... That's an orange knight? So Exit maybe did do the damage after all. 49 villagers for him, and we see Monos at 43 at the other side. Maybe some big mangonel shots now. Nikov is coming over. As you can see, a lot of red dots here on the minimap going towards them. Monos and Skull trying to push this area. Nikov, and where is maybe mangonel out of Monos here? Should split the knights, and then the pikemen should come in. Nikov, and yeah, those mangonels are gone. Yannick on the way to Imperial Age even. Let's see if he switches away from his Conquistadors. But let's take a look at this big engagement first. Mangonel seems like they didn't get a single shot in. And now it's looking so dicey. Nikov is going for the full raid. Exit still, oh look at that, 48 villagers and he might even lose more. Looking at a very poor pop 61 here out of the pocket position. Compare that with Nikov already 140. Who's going for full raid. Still a lot of knights, or still a lot of towers out here, and Yannick struggling to get a lot of map control. Exit, yeah, he's fighting it off, but for how long? More rams coming out, still a big army for Monos. At the same time, we don't really see that Skull is coming over, and oh, wow, he has a lot of farms. He has a lot of farms. We can agree on that. That's really it. Is sending some villagers here since he thinks, okay, I have a lot of food. Let's just waste some villagers. And it seems like the only good thing for Exit is here that his TCs have double the HP. Oh man. Come on. Exit. No chance for him to hold off here against that big double. Now he has a nice amount of knights and we're still hoping for Yannick, but he's going for the +2 defense and is going for more Kongs, so that won't really be efficient. They need to have someone with either elite Eagle Warriors or some Paladins out. That's the only way to really do some damage. But oh, in the end that castle went up. Sorry for missing that. But yeah, Error now on the way to Imperial Age even. Quite surprising to me. The big problem is over here. Nikov still not up to Imperial Age, so maybe that's a chance for him to kill. He's up now as well. Okay, my bad, my bad. No bloodlines. Going for the +3 now. Yannick, but convert should be real against him. Needs to go back. No real chance of ever engaging this probably. No elite conquistador, no bloodlines. Conversions now trying to come in. I see one, I see two, I see only one. My bad, my bad. Green and gray, sometimes hard to distinguish. More rams and exit. Pop 16. And might even drop down further. Skull up, Arrow up, Yannick up though. So game. Maybe still an option. Let's take a look. Skull maybe had against Milo. Monos not having the greatest eco ever as well. Patin pretty down. So maybe, just maybe, there's still a chance. Yeah, we know Exit won't really compete in this game too much more. Yeah, but if we take a look at the rest of the... Oh, even losing a lot of Kongs here now against the crossbows and getting some converts. If we take a look at the rest of the populations, that's a combined, never do math on stream, 430 against maybe 350. Getting more kills in, and the tax advantage goes a bit down a bit further since everyone is now reaching Imperial Age, except Patin actually. And Mona's not as well, so yeah, maybe it's a reasonable 3v2 now. Kong's trying to get in more raids, but every time they're shooting a monk, they're getting a lot of damage here against the crossbows, and I'm quite surprised how much time Yannick is obviously losing here, fighting this off. Yeah, he has a nice hill advantage now, but that's just the worst scenario that you can get in, that you're fighting against a guy whose army is actually super weak against other army types, and you are just giving him the opportunity of still going to do some damage and wasting time on exit space indeed. And really showing the knowledge he dropped, or he collected earlier today from Pedro's co-commentary, and trying to show off now as well. Are the map making nearly specific, or is it that wobbly? Map markings? What do you mean? Yeah, the wolves, yeah, indeed. The wolves are hippos. But that's only my mod. Nearly specific, very nearly specific. More paladins for Nikov, he is going all out. And more trade. More than 0. Actually, Milo already did set up some. Raiding everything. Yeah, Paladin is not looking too great. Will get raided down quite a bit, but that won't really matter. At the same time, as we kind of predicted, Nikov just going ham now. Splitting around his paladins all over the map. Trying to get the map control. Getting more and more gold over everything. And that's some big kills here. Aye. Janik now trying to go over. He is still the only hope of the Czech players to still, yeah, have a chance of taking the 1-0 here. But Conquistadors, they aren't really the unit to fight at 5 places. You need to have them grouped up to take efficient fights, and if you're fighting against a guy who can send paladins everywhere and you need to help everywhere, that's really not really the ideal situation for you. Yeah, you will always trade cost efficiently, but so many fire spots all over the map, and you can't really put your warlord conquistadors everywhere, if you understood what I'm trying to say. Error, where is he getting gold at the moment? Here at the front, not really. Here at the back, not really. I'm trying to take the main gold spot here of Patin. Maybe. But not really. Nikov being around and being annoying even more. Now going for some Harvard attack would be an option, but that 0-0 pikeman, that won't perform too great. Against, oh, nice positioning here by Janik. Hello, beautiful walls here, and now he is playing this very tight up. Let's take a look. Pikeman doing a solid 9 damage, I believe. And yeah, Conquistadors, the positioning is beautiful, but look at that. Nikov just sending some, and the rest of the army goes for another raid. Beautiful setup here though by Nikov. He is trying to be as safe as possible, and maybe, just maybe, there's a chance over here that Skull is now killing Milo, but seems like both with a very even score did get some raids, and therefore Skull Tico isn't the greatest ever. He is preparing a Harbinger push as it seems, but Milo, Siege Rams, Cavaliers, and a lot of map control overall. That looks like he won't die either. I believe the GG could be coming pretty soon. Nikov just playing, a dream game. Pocket far away, booming a lot, then going paladins and destroying everyone on the map. That's what obviously AOC dreams are made of. Rampush being shut down by Skull though, and Milo needs to think about a transition. What he wants to go for. Chemistry is a good option here, and Mona's going for archery ranges behind that as well. They're doing 21 damage, okay. I was quite surprised how little damage they did. You think this one is over? I think so as well. But it all depends on the timing. Obviously that's GG. Here they think, okay, maybe Skull can still do something, maybe Jenny can still do something, maybe Arrow can still do something, but in all honesty, the guy who's doing the most is Nikov, and he's not in their team. Now getting another raid in, Skull still struggling, and all those beautiful farms he had before are getting shut down. Now instantly going for the TC, even not even trying to go for some villager kills here. Going for paladins now is Milo, since he has an Arbalest player in his back, and I think they will have the better composition, and I believe they absolutely will. Nice converts here. But look at that back base here of poor Skull, who, isn't even noticing it as it seems. Look at that, no reaction at all, losing all those villagers. And Nikov thinks, okay, I don't need to destroy the TC, I can just destroy all the villagers as well. And Arbel is just so deadly against the composition of Skull. who's going for Monk Harbidiers against the potential Paladin Paladin Camel composition. And finally they're GGing it a bit late if you ask me, but I understand it's a super important game and you don't want to give up a game where you have a chance higher than 1%. And therefore they kept themselves in the game. Nikov just destroying everything here. 80 Paladins out at one point, and Janix KD looked reasonable. Already trade started here for the Argentinians. Even collecting a sweet relic with edge stacks as a team, and to look at that, oh, poor exit. Bloop. And then it didn't get much higher. Feels bad, man. The big problem was over here at the right hand side. I believe left hand side was looking quite reasonable. Error obviously with that huge blow up at one point. Not sure when I see that the last time. Score is 1-0. Argentina has to feel good about that start so far. And now it's the time for the home map of ZZ they are discussing. And they are going for islands. Something I did not expect. Uptime is 1 hour. I didn't start the bot. Sorry. Yeah, you can type uptime now again, then it says like 10 seconds. Is Arrow the best player in the Z team or Janik? I would say Janik. "24 seconds, lame. Sorry, I forgot to start it." FedEx around. Okay, update on the lineups now. Looks like Arrow, Exit, Skull, Janik still. And we will have Milo, FedEx, Nikov, Patin. So let's see how that will play it out. What's the map? It's Islands. When is the next game? I would say in roughly 2 minutes. All 8 players are in the game room. Speculate didn't start yet. Did you test user patch at 1.5? Yes, I played some scenarios on it. And the unit movement felt different. And I only played against an AI, so I can't really tell the lag. But I only heard good things off of it. Or like, yeah, good things is reasonable to say, yeah. Pyramid stiff? Oh. Lurking and pyramiding, that's my game. Well, you just commented something else. Denying pyramids is my life. Sounds fulfilling. Sounds so fulfilling. Debated? What? Why? You know, there's only one guy who can do pyramids. Now everyone is like, I'm trying to block it. Okay, speculate started, guys. Oh, that's an intense pace to sing along. 30 seconds, back delay. Now Island, Argentina against Czech here in this very close group. Basically every game counts. Argentina needs an overall win to still have a chance or to advance. And if they draw, I believe they're basically done. Yeah. Argentina needs a win. And a win only. Unless, well, there are weird scenarios with a 2-2 that they can still advance. We will see about that. But let's jump into this very game. And we are looking at the Japanese pocket here for Milo. We have Patin as the Vikings flank. Hans for FedEx in the pocket. We have Nikov playing the Mongols flank. Vikings for Janik on this side, Hans for Arrow in the pocket, Skull for Japanese, and Exit with the Saracens flank, and that's the timing to go for my pyramid. And I did it, guys. And so, we will... I thought you would have been so distracted by all the civilizations here. Good job by me. At least that's what I was hoping for. Okay, seems like aggressive dogs here on the right-hand side. By Patin, already very good access. And Milo, I believe they will play it super aggressively. And obviously, since we are seeing Mongols out here, compared to the Saracens, they will play it very aggressively on this side here as well. Let's take a look if FedEx will play the back dogs here, or if he will play it aggressively together with Nikov, which would absolutely make sense. They are axing a lot here, I believe. Why are they doing that? I felt like they already axed here at the front. The Z guys, not so chatty and axy at the moment. Seems like I already have a plan, or they don't care. What is Arrow doing? Not building a lumber camp? Yes, that's right. What's the risk? And therefore 2-2-2s aren't helping you too much. Because if either Brazil or Czech wins against each other, the winner advances at second. Fourth game, because of it still can go 3-1, 4-0, and we could have that as a decider on who advances. You always finish game of football, even if a team is leading 3-0, because at the 80-minute mark, because they can win it 4-0 or 3-1, for example. Or make it like 90-minute mark with 5-0. The game can never be won, but still, you can get that one more goal and maybe win by score difference. Defensive dock by FedEx, so they will play it completely aggressive. Janik is docking at the side. Defensive dock here by all the Czech guys. Actually as defensive as possible and as aggressive as possible from the Argentinians. Will be very interesting. And I believe Arrow will lose his fish quite early on, because I believe Nikov will go up here and will just go instantly into that direction. And I believe how ZZ is playing it, I'm kind of expecting... Wow, Arrow needs to take his ball with the villager. I'm kind of expecting them to go for very heavy fish boom out of the pocket. Maybe even 2 docks in Dark Age and such. But we will see. We will see how that will play it out. Not the greatest timing here by Arrow with the boar. Not the greatest shot down of the deer. Looks a bit sloppy again here. Only 4 on wood by exit. That's a bit surprising to me. And very sloppy sheep management here. Nikov up at the 6-minute 50-second mark. That means with the 130-second time to reach the feudal age, that means 9 minutes will be his uptime. And we will see where he is trying to go from there. Janik and Patin just going for loom. Or did Janik just cancel loom? No, he is up 9:37 with Vikings. Small moment. Pretty strong, 19 villagers. That's not optimal, obviously, but still convincing. Oh, wait. That's better than Nikov here. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how he's playing this. Although if I look at Milo and FedEx, they're playing it all with 20. Are they having Loom? No, they're playing it without Loom. And Janik is having Loom. So pretty solid build up there for him. So far. And Arrow is 1043 as well. So they're playing it backdog, but they are not going for the crazy fish boom here. So I like that. Although the Japanese is maybe going for the crazy fish boom, but the Hans is not. Blocking himself here. Maybe should have went for his second lumber camp early on. Milo. Okay. I'm helping out. If a villager is getting stuck, I can help out here in those cases. And let's take a look. Where is Nikov sending his galleys to? And I think going in his point of view makes a bit sense. So he is already having 3 docks out. And will go instantly towards the direction of Arrow. But yeah, I believe Arrow could be able to get enough galleys out here. We will see. But that means that Janik won't lose any of his fishing ship and could be in quite a good control. But FedEx distance is pretty short here as well towards Nikov. And they seem to be in quite a fine shape for now. Interesting patrol here by Arrow. This is blowing a bit crazy. Okay. Maybe 1 or 2 fishing ships need to get pulled, but he shouldn't really lose one unless Nikov wants to chase to the edge of the map. Skull, 7 fishing ships at the same time. We see Exit having his stocks very close together. Normally you want to have them spread out a bit more to get a bit better fish all around. And someone is messaging me on Skype. Thanks for that. Thanks for the interest, but do not disturb for now. And now trying to chase down here against Janik. He was going for a 4 stock. Pretty late double bit X. Oh no, he just reached fuel age skull, so that more makes sense. And now Janik in quite a big double situation here. Nikov trying to micro his galley back and is doing quite a good job with that. And they're fighting this off. Nikov microing back the next one, needs to micro that one up here. And it's getting sniped down. And it's looking pretty bad for Janik here. Going down 1 to 2 kills here already. And that one will be a loss as well. And is very low with all his galleys now. That village at the front luckily has Loom. But that's a big double. And Arrow is far away, I have to say. Still the crazy scout. And now trying to snipe down. And yeah, the galleys from the other side are coming around as well. Janik in a world of trouble. Should have maybe docked a bit more to the left-hand side. And combined forces with Arrow, but it just looks like FedEx and Nikov are here in full control and just docking to the front and playing it very well. Pure aggression, nice team play, and sometimes it's tough to control a 2v1 army, but they did a perfect job in punishing Janik so heavily here. Oh wow, look at those KD, 3 to 7, 0 to 0 2. Oh wow. So overall KD, never do math on stream, 11 to 3? No, 12? Oh, that seems like someone lost a villager to a boar or something, or a scout. Or deleted it on purpose. Exit. Trying to defend here. But he's retreating. But that means Skull is pretty open. And is now getting the double in. Miller already out here with fletching on the map. Are you making fun of Scout or speaking German? Couldn't tell. I don't really know what I was referring to, so probably speaking German. Oh no, that's what you mean. I was making fun of the Scout. Okay, so no fletching for Skull. Pretty tough spot for him. Arrow now comes fletching. Janik is getting chased down. Nikov in full control of this area and is now even going for an archer range. So the archer landing against the Vikings will be what's following here. And that's pretty ugly. Pop 38 only for Janik. 29 villagers. Is getting up reasonable numbers of military now, but will lose a dock pretty soon. And it seems like Skull is doing a reasonable hold. Or is he? Yeah, exit is now coming from behind. But that's a pretty late 16:30 up fletching timing. But party not too early either. Skull still in some trouble. More galleys here coming, and that's a big flock. And if they can combine forces, they can do quite some damage. Oh, well, Patin is now running through it. Will lose one galley, which was low from before. And we can see the engagement here. Skull, the first player to click up to Castle Age. First transporter prepared. Archers, 2 are out. And Nikov needs to micro that transporter around, I would say. Now trying to go for some micro. FedEx coming over, trying to help out. Here at the same time is doing some pressure onto Arrow here. The archer landing, obviously a beautiful move, and look at that military amount, 18-7. Skull in so much trouble here with the push. Military 36 on that side and 20 for the other side here on the right hand side of the map. Transporter trying to go around. Archers should be coming, and he will probably wait for 5 archers with fletching and then go for the landing, and that will be so ugly for Janik not having a barracks out. Well, super standard to not have a barracks out, but still would have been the greatest mind read ever. But yeah, will be heavy losses for him. Nice way of repositioning the fishing ship here for Skull. And still, that's going his way. That he's the first one to Castle Age, but losing a lot of the fish. Only going down to 6 now. But the 2 Argentinians on the right hand side. Oh! Nice move here by Patin as well. Getting, I believe, 4 villager kills. And oh, no loom here for exit. That's obviously not helping too much either. And where are the archers? Where are the archers? I believe we lost the transporter. Nikov. Where is your transporter? Don't tell me you lost your transporter. I believe you lost the transporter. Guys, sorry for missing that. Now going for the market. Seems like Janik sniped that last second. Is he now going for some defense? No, not really. The dance of the galleys still around. And it feels like Janik together with Arrow are actually doing quite a good job here in fighting off. Will be earlier in Castle Age than Nikov. But yeah, the right hand side just looks so much better for the Argentinians. Yeah, Skull is now out with his war galleys, but the distance is getting closed down and Saracens are doing more damage, but the pure numbers are just so much here in favor of the Argentinians, but the micro isn't too great. And if Exit is keeping himself in the front and Skull could rain down from behind, that would be quite good for them. Transporter, what is that transporter? Jesus Christ, what? Second transporter down, but this time without any archers inside. Not 100% sure what was that, and that's not like the dock had too few HP. Okay, now the big engagement here. We see Exit needs to run. Nico finally on the way to Castle Age as well. And so is Janik. Exit needs to retreat. 22-26. It's not the worst ever, but yeah, with a longer distance. Well, it is tough. Nikov now, his military count is at a very small 12 only, and finally he's getting the archers through and will do some damage on the land here. Or let me see, what will he see? He sees farms, so the TC not going directly into the TC should be pretty good. He sees the wood over here and will go for some kills, but I believe going to the left hand side would have been even more deadly. We'll get, I would say, 2 villager kills, and that will be it. Oh, actually stop microing, then he will only get 1. let me be corrected. He will get none. And we'll go into the TC. Nikov. Kind of Titanic in here. Oh boy, but Exit will lose again more and more. Has a very unfortunate spot with both his gold spots here at the side. But could have maybe scouted that earlier and then decided to go for the docks. And now even the landing here. That's something I did not expect. Sending 4 villagers over. And that's even still in Pudilate. So Siege Workshop now for Yannick trying to defend himself. At the same time, FedEx trying to take all the water control. Arrow even over to the other side because they think, okay, we want to help out. Yannick now with his Castle Age army, or soon to be. Around, okay, one house. Still staying strong here for the defense. We see Siege Workshop now for Nikov, and then the dance for Mangonels will begin. Yannick trying to get some more kills, but Nikov super aware. And where's the big engagement? That is maybe a small trap. An exit? What? Did he cancel his uptime? I believe Exit did cancel his Castle Age timing. I did say he was 22-26. Are you kidding me? I will try to watch the replay again. And Exit is now reaching Castle Age. Pretty tough spot here for them on the right hand side. Mangonel Dan starts to really go on here on the left hand side. Will be a tough spot for Yannick to always be aware on the land and at the same time not lose your army here on the water. Needs to take pretty good engagements. FedEx now on the other side trying to help out a bit after they got doubled first. Exit now losing all his war galleys here, going down to only 13 military. FedEx looking at a strong over 50 military at this point, but needs to retreat, doesn't want to fight in tight choke areas here. And maybe even thinking, if I look at his amount of farms, maybe having a small eye towards Imperial Age even. Well, we'll see about that. Mangonels will be ugly for Yannick. Let's see, is Nikov on stone? He could be, but getting some raids in. But nothing that shouldn't get cleared up. Now big engagement here, better for Arrow for now, but FedEx is finally sending in more war galleys, and that now should be a better fight for FedEx. Not 100% sure how Arrow can retreat here. Getting some damage in since everyone has ballistics at that point, obviously here 28-minute mark. It was wheelbarrow for Exit when you're talking about 22-26, okay. Then I was just confused. Sorry guys. Arrow now helping out here, killing that Mangonel. Oh, sweet snipe. That's helping out Yannick quite a bit, and seems like Yannick did defend himself quite nicely. Milo now up on the way to Imperial Age. Let's take a look. Big engagement here. I'm not 100% sure who is taking it a bit better. We have Saracen's ship in the back, but I feel they are outnumbered. 17 only for Exit here, and Skull was only about 20, and this has to be like 5 or something. And they need to fall back. So much army here around 4, Milo and Partin, and pushing back the Saracens very far, and still could continue controlling all this gold spots. Just an ugly map, and obviously islands. So tough to play if you don't control the water. Yannick continues to be annoying. Could even kill that 1 TC here. Next Siege Workshop here. Nikov, why are you so crazy? FedEx intercepting some war galleys here from Yannick. Should be going down here and clearing that up, but actually Yannick is going towards it. Maybe they want to trap together with Arrow. Not 100% sure if that's the best idea. Partying up to Imperial Age as well, and they are really winning on the right hand side. Left hand side feels still pretty even, but they had the Vikings on their side obviously. And Saracens sometimes having a tough job. Exit trying to run around, not 100% sure what he is up to. Skull now needs to fight the 2v1 here in the middle. And it's just an ugly, ugly map for the poor exit. Now the big trap is coming in. Let's take a look if is FedEx able to kill everything. It feels like Janik is trying to do some micro. No, he's just accepting the fight, knowing that he will lose all the war galleys anyways. And therefore, yeah, just wants to do some small guaranteed damage. All the eco upgrade now for Patin. Not 100% sure why he is going for stone upgrade. He doesn't even have a single village on stone. Did mine 2 stone this whole game. Well, happens. Okay, nice clear up here by FedEx in the back. Now arrows at the front again. And we will see, oh, even a monastery out and trying to go for an outpost. That's a good hit here. And lucky shot for Nikov. And he has so many mangonels out. The villager is surviving. Trying to desperately get that outpost up. And that seems like a 1v1 trade. Over here, Nikov. And the GG. The right hand side just won 2-2 convincingly. FedEx was a bit ahead against Arrow, I would say as well. Nikov doing a great job of distracting the Vikings player from going on land. So much better, but Exit really struggling quite a bit here. Which is very poor gold spots, no loom, poor dog placements, and not poor dog placements, but simply his island wasn't too great. But maybe then you have to change the strategy and dock a bit more offensively. Is Cincy the one? No, it's Patin. Not much to say really. Not pretty reasonable from everyone. Nikov the worst KD. And so they will take the 2-0 here. And that means Argentina in a very good spot to go through into the top 8. I believe they will take a minute before they start the game. That means I will take a quick look at exactly that game again. And we'll try to see the galley snipe, and it has to be real, right? They need to have Huan for that for sure for that final. He won't play, so will be pretty ugly for them. Not 100% sure how they will perform. Has a team from Italy played in this tournament? Yes. I believe they are in Silver League, but yeah, they have no chances of ever getting somewhere reasonably close. Archer range. Transporter. Oh yeah, and he's going out there and arrow sniping him in progress. Oh, one shot down. Okay. Same time we have exit. Playing it completely without farms. Not 100% sure why he's going for more aggressive spots here. More aggressive woods and such. Yeah, and he had wheelbarrow, but look at why he went for wheelbarrow with 600 food And 700 gold. We could have clicked up. Well, happens. 2-0. And... yeah, they didn't even launch it. Oh. Password is incorrect. Why did they change the password? Not like anyone should get the password anyways, who isn't streaming. I think there was an Italian team in previous versions of this tournament. Well, there is one in this version as well. Dark Devil and Vodka are pretty strong for sure. But more in 1v1 than in team games as well. So Argentina, one win away from making a big step towards round of 8. And if Czech takes the next 2 games, which would be unlikely because now we are looking into the home map of Argentina. Argentina would be out. I don't know who they are. I'm Italian myself and I only remember very old school Italian players like Raid, perhaps if I remember him. Raid? Of course I do. Yeah. Who else do I remember? Oh. That's tough. Huh. Who else was there? Mimox? Yeah, Mimox is very old school. He was incredible as well, yeah. Damn, how can I not remember them? I'll take a look at the lineup for you of the Italians. So the roster of Italy looks Kamigawa, Nanimarin, Vernice, Basher, Sidaris, Avicii. So I know Avicii because I played him in a deathmatch tournament. The rest of them never heard. Yeah. Avicii's 2.1k on the old ladder? Seriously? Didn't know that. Oh, mic muted. Yeah, but I didn't say anything important. I only said that Argentinians are taking their time, but they did start the spec delay now, and I'm in a good mood since they don't want any 5-minute spec delay anymore. He's just concentrating. Yeah, somewhat like that. And it's time to post your predictions in the chat. What do you think is the home map of Argentina? Now. Quite an epic fail, yeah. The first method. And then still went through it with it. Okay, I read migration, I read forest nothing. Like forest. Okay, I see you're very well educated, guys. Chaos pit, salt marsh, overkill. I see. You are migration twice at least. Shallow web. Hey dracons. Ghost lake. Okay, I will reveal the secret. And it's a map that I would not have expected, but which makes quite a bit sense since Argentina lost 3-1 against SY and only won Bedouins. They now picked Bedouins here. And let's take a look at the 3:46 host time for quite some time. Small idea of a restart card. No. Let's see. I just had Fortress. Michi, nice. Oasis. Okay, short distance here. Monash against Ovenka. Behind that is Milo, Nikov, and Felix. So they are very clumped up here in the south side of the map. Meaning far away is Janik. Relatively in the middle is Arrow, right hand side is Skull, and Ovenka very close here with the Mayans. And would expect more unexpected. Well, it's Argentina after all, right? I don't really think they sit down with a pen and paper and think about, okay, what is a good home map for us? Argentina AR Masterminds? What? That's 2013 talk. Dracons. I heard Teutons are a good pick on this map, Kappa. I have still no idea what went on there. Yeah, super weird. Only Germans use pen and paper? Okay. If you say so. I don't know. Everyone I know is using pen and paper, so kind of makes sense. Look at that. 4 villagers hidden as 5. Those two really like each other. No, not that much anymore. Did you see? They were cuddling each other. And then she came back and he was just like, it's so tight over here. Let me go over the right hand side. And now she is a bit grumpy. Incredible lake for him. FedEx is a start as genius. Same as FedEx is a start genius. Same as Nikos. I thought they really put some thought into that. Okay. More love talk, please. Well, here now we have another one. Look at that. How do I call this politically correct? Female person who is open to several sexual partners. I already got a new one. But he's fed off her as well. Quite annoying for me if guys on this level and in this important match don't really think and practice all options. Yeah, Dracont. But that's like an approach that I always highly value about you. How many thoughts and practice you are putting into special situations. And a lot of players simply don't care. And that's why you won't see Argentina make it into the top 6, I would say. I believe they will get 7th and 8th. I don't really see them competing against any of the other reasonable teams. Nikov seems to be liking Mil. To continue the sexy talk here. I'm going for his woodline. Quite interesting. And did we talk about the civilizations yet? I believe no, but as you can see, it's a complete mirror. Aztecs, Mayans, and the two Mesos. Chinese, starting with more villagers, therefore better start in this no TC map. And Spanish, building his TC a bit faster. Conquistadors is an amazing unit and having the better trade if it goes to the long game. Will you come to Gamescom too? Are you asking me or Dracont? I think Dracont put more thought into AOE than drama posts. Well, he's on that front as well. Uh-oh, that's Monos. Let's take a look. Does he not see that an enemy is around here? No, no idea. Only now sees the house and he has no idea that an enemy is around here. And look at that. He is going for his archer strategy again. 3 out of 3 times now. 3 on gold. Very heavy on wood and is trying to be super annoying. Trying to deny some pawns. And Ovenka seems to be doing the same as it seems here. Oh, but with so much more on food, so maybe archer range defense, or maybe it's just FC. Let's take a look. Ovenka, 400 food, that looks more like an FC. Let's see how well Monos will be punishing that. I will be at Gamescom indeed, and I will cast there together with C90, if you didn't know that. Nikov getting a boar now. Not a big fan of that. But yeah, just too many muscle reflexes probably. Ovenka, where is he building his tower? At his stone here. Why? What did he scout? Scouted very little. Bit surprised that he built just such a blind tower here. Okay, now can attack the tower of Monos, so that was unfortunately positioned. And Monos is trying to get this tower through? What is he doing? Why is he still continuing to build that tower? That makes no sense at all. What is Monos doing here? He will lose that tower for sure. Okay, seeing some clear area X here. Arrow at the same time will go FC. We see Janik. I believe he should be going for some conquistadors, but I don't see him on stone yet. 4 villagers building the blacksmith. And I don't see him on stone. Maybe he's just booming out of the pocket position there. Or did he not scout the stone? I will take a closer look for that. I'm a bit surprised. He did not scout any stone. That's interesting. And he's not on gold. What is this? He's not on gold either? Now building a market with 5 Spanish villagers. And building the scout. We will see. So, Skull on the way to Castle Age. We see FedEx actually going for scouts here. Quite surprising to me. And going for the tower rush. So they will play it very aggressively here. Way more aggressively than we have seen a lot of players play this out. And Ovenka. Oh, that's a lumber camp that won't give you too much wood, mate. Archer's already on the way. Ovenka should see that. Janik still didn't scout any stone spots. unfortunate for him, is now finally going for some gold. And yeah, I want to see what Ovenka sees and how he could decide for those strategies. For that very exposed wood here, it feels just so weird, and is really getting punished for it. At the same time, lots of villagers here trying to fight around, and feels like FedEx lost all his forward villagers, and Skull did scare away those scouts with one spearman house. Beautiful job. Tower is down, don't need to send 3 villagers to tear that down, but he does it anyways. Ovenka only 1. What is he doing, and why is he not killing that tower? Oh boy, this looks so bad for Ovenka. I have no idea what he's doing. Look at that, popped 20 villagers only now. And he saw it coming so early. And they could have studied the games from all the days as well. Because Monas was playing this every single day. Or yeah, every yeah, the 2 games they played. He went for archers. But yeah, he couldn't know that the distance was so short against an Aztecs player, I can give him that. But after he saw the tower go up, he should have, yeah, made other conclusions here. 4 knights here for Nikov, who is going for 2 stables. Short distance, adding more TCs now. And we have Janik, who is trying to be safe here against the incoming scouts. Skull at the same time going for 2 TCs, and FedEx could be raided, but I don't really see any units out yet. Look at the military count. It is okay, it's not that brutal, but 24 to 12. Arrow now going monks at home here with Sanctity. 100% sure that's the best strategy. I believe a forward would have been something that I would like more. Just putting on the pressure, and Nikov will get in here against Janik. Oi. That will be 1 or 2 dead villagers for sure. And that one is even blocking themselves and walling him out. Or is he bugging a bit? And that's a pretty good fight here. Now the monks come in though, so soon arrows should, yeah, really deflect all this aggression. I believe 2 villagers down. 1 monk, 1 knight converted. Oh wait, maybe we will get another monk kill here. That worked out pretty well. Oh no, Nikov is going back. Should delete that one, yeah, indeed. Mona's already up to the castle age as well. Oh, went for such a lot of aggression. And look at the resources here of Ovenka. 800 gold, basically nothing else. Looks pretty damn ugly. And we see Milo here, walling himself quite nicely. What is he going for? Is that a pure boom? 3 TCs? No, he's going for plumed archers now as well. Getting some knight ratings in. Is Skull here against FedEx, who looks pretty weird. Look at that mining camp. What is that mining camp? That looks like a bug, but yeah, weird. That has to be a misclick there. I wanted probably to build another house. He's having some sneaky villagers around still. And at the same time, Janik is playing at full boom. Did some knights to defend himself, but 3 TCs are pretty soon. Are the fishing ponds infinite in this map? No, just big. Every single fish has, I wanted to say 300, but it seems like, I wanted to say 200, but it seems like 300 for all of them. Maybe some of them 225, the rest 300. So not infinite, but very big and absolutely worth it to go for them. Quite a long time. I think it's Redworth to repair the tower with this TC. Okay. Okay. Can anyone explain why people pick Aztecs on this map? Well, they're good on close distance and close in low eco situations. So if you can put on aggression, they're pretty good. That's what Arrow is trying to do here. And that's what Monos was able to do. Without slinging the Aztecs doesn't make much sense to me. As the archers. So strong. What rating is Ovenka? I don't really know. I would say 1900 HD? Not HD. 1900 ruble, I would say. And let's take a look here. Some monks still with full mana should be getting the converts in. Nikov, is he getting another kill? No, he deleted the knight before that. Uh-oh, Arrow losing Mangonel, but not before killing one villager, but then dying. Not getting really the aggression done that he wants to. And the problem is Janik not pulling ahead too far with his villagers. It's at 52, 64 Skull here at the side. Well, obviously so much better than the 28 of FedEx, but Milo and Nikov already looking at the 60s here as well. Overall, I would say still somewhat of a reasonable open game, but nice advantage. Or if you have to give an advantage, it has to be for Argentina. Let's take a look. Maybe some suicide here for Monos could start the comeback. Now going for mass conversions here, getting 3. But now lost all the mana. He lost all the mana. Damn it, that's so bad. That's so bad. He doesn't have a single conversion open now. Nightcap could go in, Skull coming at the right time, so that's helping out quite a bit. Mangonel needs to shoot down those crossbowmen, losing all the monks. That was pretty much mismicroed here by Arrow. Look at that, he had like 9 monks and now all of them down, just in exchange for 3 crossbows, knowing that so many knights and camels and probably Lightcap were around as well. Arrow, really, I said, okay, possibly a chance for a comeback here with a lot of converts and kills against the crossbows with Mangonel, but the exact opposite happened, and that didn't work out too well. Has a lot of monks here still, trying to go for more and more converts, but that didn't work out well for him. Is it already known which AOE players will come to Gamescom? It will be Viper, Tato and Leary, and the one who qualifies next Sunday. Damn, Viper will come. I must get me some tickets ASAP. Yeah, do that. I think tickets have been sold out for months. Well, the official tickets, but you can still buy some on eBay and such. So there's still a chance to get there. AdSec is great for 1v1, but I'm so immobile. I believe you can't team play and kill the AdSec monks as fast as possible at some point, very cost efficiently. Exactly. Yeah, that's what just happened here, but yeah, I believe being so far out on the map, it is ugly, but they did some good job in the other times. Now Monas is struggling quite a bit against that amount of Mangonels here. He's not having a siege box about himself. And Ovenka needs to go back, and I believe Monas will lose his CC. CZ, we believe. And as we said before, if CZ is taking those 2 games, this one and the next one, they will get Argentina out of this tournament. Argentina would not make it into the round of 8. Milo, though, on the way to Imperial 8 here, has a pocket lots of farms. That with the Marian. So he will go for the Warriors, getting some big shots against them here. And that worked out pretty well for getting so much damage done. I believe he can even somewhat take this fight, not 100% sure. Knights with +1 and Bloodlines though, and that's another good Mangonel shed. Ovenka absolutely pulling it back here. More and more knights going down, and Milo now going towards the TC towers and crossbowmen. Ovenka playing a pretty good game here at the moment. The other side, the push continues of Arrow. Was shut down before, and now trying to go for some converts. I believe those monks are a bit too idle for my taste, and he's not really setting up a sick eco behind that. FedEx still with the 2 sneak villagers, trying to go for something fancy, but Janik on too many knights, having +2 defense as well. Monas trying to go for a siege workshop, could maybe lose those villagers trying to build it. What's happening over here? Some raidings of Skull. How did that villager not die? 1 HP. Oh, Siege Workshop trying to get up. Now the tower. And I believe, yeah, it will get up after all. Okay, let's take a look. FedEx still in a world of pain. But I believe Milo here should come up with all his Eagle Warriors and do so much damage. Is there someone who can contest him? Let's take a look at Janik. How far is he towards Imperial Age? Okay, that looks reasonable. Maybe he can get into Cavaliers and do something. Nikov, though, could be going for quite a bit as well. Where are all the Eagle Warriors? Let's switch into the point of view of Milo here. He should be the one controlling the game now. Fog of War on, military map on as well. Oh, that's a lot. And if he's sending 40 Eagle Warriors over there and losing all of them, that could be ugly. Janik now on the way to Imperial Age, and the push continues here off Skull. Nikov cannot really help. FedEx will lose that TC. Already lost one here, I believe, and lost the tower. So that's looking pretty ugly for him. He's at 47 villagers. Nikov is now going for the full raid, as you can see here. 5 stables running and a lot of red dots all over the map. TC down, FedEx. Most of his stuff is actually here at the top. Yannick is retreating. Milo sending army over here, already has a +4 defense, so deadly against guys still in Castle Age, and he's producing like a madman. Let's take a look where are his waypoints. At the moment, all over to the left hand side. Some more rage. Skull still around, and that's a lot of monks. Milo absolutely needs to get onto very high numbers here if he wants to really kill those monks. You cannot send in 5 eagles and pray to clear that up. That only means that your enemy has 4 eagles more. Janik, oh, I believe they still have somewhat of a shot. Ovanka obviously not looking too great. Arrow though with very low points, but if you go monks you don't have too much points most of the time. But on the way to Imperial Age, and he's sending in more and more. I believe that's a bit, for my taste, a bit too many monks even. But we will see. He's pushing, and he has quite a nice amount of Mangonauts as well. What is Nikov doing? Sending units in here one by one. That's the worst thing that he could actually do against Mass Knights. Is Arrow pulling this back here? Guys, maybe believe. Okay, Janik, let's take a look. He is looking at 80 villagers. Skull at close to 100. He is struggling quite a bit. We can see that. Eldorado now coming in for Milo. Where is the rest of the army? Arrow not getting the amount of converts I want to see off of him, but now focusing down those eagles. They obviously have an attack bonus against those monks, but monks with 55 HP, and he's getting all of them except 2. And now finally Arrow is getting quite a nice amount of cavalry for himself as well, having some Eagle Warriors, and that's super annoying, and that's just a very bad waypoint here by Nikov. Is Nikov maybe getting out of this game? He's on the way to Imperial Age now, and see that they're 1k points behind, but it feels a bit like they're pulling it back here. Am I confused? Okay, FedEx is out of the game for now. So is Ovanka, even harder. Yeah, that's looking so bad for him. But it's still Arrow with a very scary force. And now Janik, who's going for Cavaliers. I think it all comes down. Is Janik surviving against all those ratings here of Nikov? And can he get onto a reasonable amount of Cavaliers to fight against these elite Eagle Warriors? And at the moment it looks like no, he's losing so much here in the back. And maybe that was the thing that I'm overestimating this whole time. But the push continues. And Milo at pop 150 is trying to get more barracks up. He's saving Eagle Warriors now. And we might see one very big engagement where I want to see endless amount of converts here by Arrow. But it will be super hard for him to accomplish. More raids coming in, and that's just such an ugly spot here for Janik. So many villagers idle, and they're calling it to GG. I felt like they could have the chance for the push. Janik. In an impossible spot now. And I believe with this 3-0 so far, the group is set up. But we will take a quick look at it. And Just Janik getting so many raids in here. Just thought before reaching Imperial Age against Nikov. Skull not helping him enough. He got the raids in as well, just got punished in as well. And Milo just being around all the map. Look at that, 125 kills here. Yeah. Let's take a look at the achievements. 125 kills, as I said. Most important thing here. And just completely destroying. Went for a lot of boom. Earliest Imperial Age timing, and let me take a look. 31 converts for error there, even 49 army. That's pretty reasonable. And let's see how important the last map will be. So let me open Paint again. My favorite tool. And okay, so now let's take a look. We are, let me cut that a bit. Okay. So China has 6 points, and that's where it stays. We have Argentina now having 4 points. Czech having, and they have 1 to go. Argentina has 0 to go. Czech has 0 points and 2 to go. And Brazil has 1 point and 2 to go. Okay, so technically, China SY has 6 points and can not get taken over by Argentina, taken over by Czech Republic, but Czech Republic, oh no, they have only 1 game to go. Okay, Czech Republic cannot get through anymore. So that's clear. And, oh, I should maybe increase a bit more here at the side, my bad. So SY is through because they cannot taken over by Argentina and by Czech Republic. Czech Republic cannot get through. So Argentina now with 4 wins. The question is, can Brazil take 5 points in total? Or can they get okay, so this game is important for Argentina and Brazil. Since, okay, let me do all that back again. So we now have them with 4 points and no games to go. And we have them with 1 point and 2 games to go. So they can still get 3 points, 7 points, 5 points, and everything lower. Brazil C. They could beat Czech Republic. But they need to beat them as good as Argentina and take a win against SY. So Argentina now guarantees themselves in case China SY wins against Brazil C, which I take as a given. Argentina needs to win 4-0 here to guarantee Brazil to need to play 4-0 against Czech as well. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Track delay 20 seconds. Oh, yo. Need to drink something. And then we're back. What's SY? China SY. China has different teams. Oh, I've broken the glass here. What, did I? No, I don't think so. The last map will be Twin Puddles. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, we can instantly see Janik against Milo. Okay, sorry. And they're continuing to fight here. I normally don't want to show like the first minute, but what is going on here? Why is Janik taking this fight against Milo and he's losing? Janik is so far behind. You don't see anything? Yeah, you do. Okay. Okay, now let's focus on the game for real. I just heard instant fighting and that absolutely made no sense. Okay, so Milo here on Twin Puddles. Playing the Mongols, his pocket will be FedEx with Mayans, Persians, Monos. And oh, look at that, a lot of fighting here as well. The flank is Nikov with Hunts. Trying to take an engagement here against Skull. And on the other side we have Ari. Okay, that makes sense. Let's just go back. It felt so random. So random. Like, I can see why you go a 50-50 fight if you still have a restart. But that was a 0-100 fight. Like, he was hitting later and was visible. I'm confused. Okay, good for me. I will be right back. NC Pedro in the house! ZZ initiated the re. Oh. Pedro, I'm up for some more games after this if you want to. I'm not sure if that was a mistake or not to mod Pedro here. It could have been one of the worst mistakes of my life. Oh! 3 months in a row. Thank you so much. And I would say we can jump into the second try here. I'm mod now? Yeah, don't abuse the powers. Any particular reason why Viper's channel is much more popular than other channels apart from, say, Escape AOE? Well, several ones. First, he is the best player in the world. He understands to sell out. He talks a lot, is entertaining. His English is good. All his setup is very good. And he's streaming a lot. Yeah. And that's just like if you have the choice to watch one AOC player, who would you watch? Would you try to watch the very best or the second best? It's the same with casting. Like if, for example, someone is tuning in at the moment and thinks like, okay, I want to see a Nationscup game, but I don't know any of the casters. Where would you go? You at the moment would always go to Mamp because he has the double of the MyView account. And that's just like, that's a big problem with Twitch as well, that if you get high numbers, all the others have it so tough to catch up. And that's a big problem with Twitch as well. Viper's better than Doubt? Yes. Nothing to abuse. He's really good in playing and interacting with chat. Yeah, interacting with chat is really well. He's interacting with the chat pretty well as well. Yeah. I like to watch his campaign walkthroughs. I've never watched even one of those. But I never played the campaigns anyway. So let's jump into the game. It is the last game of the evening that I will cast. Maybe I will play some more. Maybe I would be excited to cast a game Pedro against Enderine, but that's probably sadly not going to happen. But nonetheless, we can jump into it. It is twin pilots with pretty safe lakes here. We have Milo playing the Mongols. His flank is Nikov with the Huns. Persian pocket here for Monos, and the flanks FedEx with a weird spot here. Wood, gold, wood. And the villagers trying to run around here quite a bit. I think I would have taken it on that side. War. Okay, we have Skull with the Mongol flank. We have Arrow with the Persians. I need to get the board, indeed. And we have Ovenka with the man's pocket. Very early villagers on deer here, I have to say. Especially on a dog map. And Janik at the flank. So again, they're not playing the Huns like earlier this morning. They're preferring the Persians here. I thought you only cast expert games. My bad, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Getting my attention by doing pyramids. Yeah, he's incredibly good at playing and talking simultaneously. And that's where you see like everyone else struggle so big. Like Jordan is talking the first 12 minutes and then he's going completely silent. Doubt is talking at the start, then sometimes strategy, and then only if something bad happens. And MBL is flaming a lot, but like not giving any like so many strategy decisions later on when it gets tough. I'm getting super silent as well, and I really need to improve on that, because that's like, the games are getting so intense, and I like the feeling when the caster's getting quiet. I know, okay, damn, we are getting into the important shit, but in all honesty, you want to have him tell you that it's getting into the important shit. What are one of those two low villagers, low HP villagers doing? What is Janik doing? I know what he's doing, but I am surprised why I don't see any offensive villagers just yet. He's sending 5 on stone and is going for M&A forward, but why? Did I miss something? No, not really. Okay, 2 people going on dogs here from both teams, and each of them only with 1 dog. Ovenka actually out of the pocket going for a 1034 here. What is that? Is he going forward? Yeah, he's sending some villagers to the front. So Marian's aggression here against Milo, who's playing 11 to 17, so he's going for scouts out of the pocket. We'll play everyone pretty aggressive. The only guys playing at FC is actually Monos here. We can see Arrow is playing at scouts out of the pocket as well. So super aggressive play here by all the players. Skull already up, trying to fight it down here against FedEx, who went for a Drush here at the front. Why isn't Nikov playing? Because you did not open your eyes enough and see that the red player has a name called Nikov. That's the only reason. Viper's so good. He needs 40% brain capacity to play expert games. The only 60% chat and random things. Yeah, that's so true. And that's what I realized. Oh, that's in range of the TC. That's what I realized about myself as well. When I'm really in the zone, I can talk and play a good Dark Age. But if I like only played 3 games the last 2 weeks, then I can see how much I'm falling down and really need to focus so much on Dark Age. And that's just the beauty of the Viper, who probably has the best Dark Age in the world and just so solid, never loses villagers, always on focus. And yeah, streaming for how many days straight now? Nice, you're making my evenings. Oh man, that makes me so happy that people are writing this. And would make me even more happy if people are meaning this. Let's take a look. 13 HP. I believe that tower did not get cancelled. Janix forward already, struggling a bit here. Defensive tower by Nikov, and that looks so good. Look at how many aggressive villagers Janik took, and now an archer. And this early stage, an archer is so efficient, and he even got 2 out. So I would say Nikov looking in a very good position. Oh, look at that! Error! Sneaking a stable around. How did that villager get there? I have no idea. Skull, what is he doing? Just standing around a bit. Nikov even getting fletching, and now he can just go and play aggressively. Oh, Janik is so dead. Janik is so dead. If he isn't getting like, well, he can still get out 5 skirms and then he's fine again, but at the moment he's really struggling and really is falling behind. FedEx now trying to get some archery ranges out. He's struggling quite a bit as well. Would love to see Skull to actually go with some aggressive towers now. Trying to micro on the back here. Doing quite a nice job. And let's think about, is Skull upping to castle it? Yes. And that will be so brutal. And he will even get it dock up here as well. So that will be fire ships and a stable. That's so good for the Z here. And yeah, Janik is still struggling quite a bit. Gets a nice amount of towers out. That tower could have been even a bit closer if you ask me. And he is defending off against the archers with the skirmishers. So that's running okay, I would say. And those knights will be so deadly. I would even love to see him go for 3 stables, honestly. And just go full all in. Because Milo will struggle endlessly against that forward of Wenka. Wow, what a crazy game and so much going on here. That defensive tower. And so Milo could die. We see Monos needs to go mass knights as well. He could maybe even... Oh, send those archers over. Oh, Wenka. Oh, the team play could have been a bit better if those archers were at the other side. Or maybe... No. Okay, yeah, well, he's pushing in. He's doing endless amount of damage against Milo, so that's great as well. I don't want to fault him, like he's doing very efficient moves. Oh yeah, Milo's so dead, and he didn't scout that at all, as it seems. Janik is holding his ground against Nikov, trying to get more archers out. How did Nikov snipe this villager under the other tower? And oh, error. Ah, sadly, very sadly, Skull is forcing Monas to build a lot of palisade walls here, and therefore the Knight Surprise of Arrow maybe not as efficient. Oh, we will see. A beautiful game so far. Not adding a lot of fishing ship here from the pockets. That's something I think could be improved a bit. Archer's trying to find more spaces to go to. Milo, I don't really want to see what he's doing. I want to see how Arrow's doing, because he's the big hope here. Waiting for 2 fire ships. I believe he's playing it perfectly. He is playing it perfectly. Should scout for the moment when Monos is going out and building a TC. Exactly now. And now he should go out with his knights. Beautiful, beautiful timing. Should wait for the TCs to start. Even perfect, perfect. That means he cannot build 2 TCs. We'll get all those villagers easy peasy and not spotted by Monos. And he will not be happy. Look at that. Instantly dropping down. Milo is very low in villages as well. This is looking so good for ZZ again. At the same time, they are controlling both seas. Wow, what a beautiful game. Arrow doing the sneak here. Beautiful, beautiful move. And now getting the converts in, getting the big kills. If he only had one archer around, maybe Yellow can send something over. Where did he? He did go for the huge suicide here against Milo at the same time. Knights from, Knights now from Milo out. Is Yannick having anything at home? He needs to get some towers up, I would say. They don't have any defense. That's a big problem. Eco here of Yannick's extremely open. Not a single defense. For Vanker, super open as well. They need to get up some defensive towers. Those monks will kill a villager one by one. Won't be the greatest efficiency. Oh, now even converting. Now a siege workshop is coming on. But they only have one defensive. Or one villager. All the hope on only one villager. Here, he should start fighting now. Another monk. And that's so ugly. At the same time, 28 villagers from Milo, still no water control. Arrow could come over, and now the knights. How will they perform? Janik is going for the quick walls. Does only have one tower at the stone and one at the wood. That's reasonable. He's going for some spearmen to defend against the knights. At the same time, Arrow's eco is not the greatest at home as well. Very scrappy game. FedEx now coming around with all his archers. Big team walls here, or big walls, I would better say, for Skull. But that only means FedEx will need to run around. Not that FedEx will not get in. Give us a good performance. See that they are trying to. These are masters of finishing series. Are they? Well, it seems like they put some thought into what civ to pick and what strategies to play. That felt a bit planned here by Arrow. And yeah, they're just going for the very crazy strategies. 4 times very aggressively. Skull with like pop 22 scouts is probably having the most passive approach out of all 3 of them. Which is pretty funny. They make opponents win, but take away smile from them on last game. Yeah. And yeah, that could give you some pleasure as well. Crash Overdrive. Going for a small pyramid here. Let's take a look. 2, 1, no denials. Ah, Potato Man 31 coming in for the rescue. I'm not even sure what I'm better at, commentating AOC or commentating pyramids attempts. Yeah, they knew they would be trailing in the 4th map and got a map prepared. Yeah, and they played the same map against China this morning. Now building a house here. He could actually wall the lumber camp. That would be the best. Like 2 palisades, 1 here, 1 here. That would be the best choice. Maybe just 1 neutral over here, so that you cannot build a second new lumber camp. Would be a pretty good choice. Yeah, that pyramid is so much tougher. Yeah, for sure. Bible Time pyramid is so much easier. Agree. No one pyramid commentator of all time. Maybe I'm not the best AOC commentator because not so much happening for me here. Scratching my head a bit. What is that? Nikov sneaking around here? For a village outside? So how's the girlfriend nearly? Didn't you notice? Okay. Last Saturday, she came over and gave me a letter that we can't continue like this. I cried for 15 minutes, had 300 viewers, and then continued to cast. And yeah, it felt bad, man. But yeah, was about time. It's better at stopping pyramids than Viper. Well, that's an important skill for sure as well, yeah. Okay, Camel's next attempt of coming in here, but so many knights and camels. Need to micro back. Exposed monk here and getting one monk only, but nothing else. Oh, that was actually more successful by Monos than I actually would have thought. And now breaking out. Uh-oh, FedEx, and that's something that Arrow cannot really stop. Arrow now going for fish. So good, this guy. Really like it. Siege workshop now. Why are they always picking the Persians to push against him? No idea. Skull going for the +1 defense. He's going for more knights. FedEx with his Mayans. Still hoping. Okay. Axing some eco behind, and indeed, Nikov, well, he's having archers on the hill there. I'm sure, and this could be the weirdest out move when Nikov was standing on that hill, but is now chasing to the wrong side. Is he going on that hill again? Yeah, he is leaving the hill. That means Obenka can come in from behind and maybe go for 1 or 2 kills. Let's take a look. He needs to go over here and then sneak around and could get like at least 10 villager kills, but that would have been like so tough to manage, and Nikov will most likely now come back and is able to defend at home. But look at that army coming over. He realizes, okay, Monos is kind of prepared for that. Let's maybe go over. Could have stopped and killed all the gold villagers. And guys. Okay. Milo probably will lose his TC here. He's trying to get a market up. At the same time, Ovenka is coming here from behind. What a brutal move. Milo will drop so much at 32 only. Trying to get a lot of converts here in the back. This is the intense timing here where I will go for my pyramid in the chat. Let's take a look if I can do it. Oh no, damn, I didn't have nearly... Oh boy, copied anymore. What did I do? Damn it. Okay. But I probably would have been accidentally denied anyways. Damn it, I had so much prepared to hype a moment. Feels bad, man. See that, still in good control here. Ovenka getting so many kills here. Miller losing quite a bit. That's another 5 villagers down while building the TC. Nikov coming around trying to defend. Problem is, Janik is still not up, trying to get his market up now and maybe sell himself up. Still not a single farm by Arrow. He has a nice amount of fishing ship on both sides, so I can understand the reasoning, and is adding some monk siege workshops production as well, so actually isn't going for too many. Oh, how did he get... Oh, he converted more villagers, and therefore yeah, now has 2 at the front here, trying to go for some more converts. Didn't do the greatest job ever before. Let's take a look. I believe that's pretty good, because Monos should have very little mana. Yeah, even having 2 villagers there converted. And now this is getting sniped down. 1 monk is getting out alive. Let's take a look at the other side. How is Skull doing against FedEx? Which account a bit better for Skull. Going for the +2 defense now. Has some knights out. FedEx army count is at 26. So he should be scary somewhere, but I'm not sure where his army is. Oh, actually, over here. Yeah, that needs to be cleared up. Nikov now going for the siege workshop. Is trying to help out his partners, but how can he help? He cannot really fight against Arrow. He cannot really fight against Ovenka. He could fight... yeah, against the guy who's towered up at home. Arrow still doing major damage. Now aggressive siege workshops here from Skull, trying to knock down the front. Danik finally on the way to Imperial 8. Arrow still struggling quite a bit. Is there an option? What can they do? Lots of dead villagers, and Milo, he won't be the guy that we can see rushing into Elite Mango Dice and pulling the game around. Probably the game deciders have to be Monos or Nikov, but Nikov is playing it in 1TC as well, still very open, and if they come over and wants to for Riot, seems like Riot, and Nikov maybe can get some more damage done. Still pretty ugly here for Arrow, but he's getting that mangle up. Is he maybe playing a challenge without farms? Feels a bit like it. Okay, now the push is continuing towards Nikov, and I like this. Yeah, I like how Arrow is continuing and sees, okay, I cannot do more damage over here. Let's go over. And he is doing well. Let's take a look. Is he getting the shot in? That's not the greatest shot ever. And that he's doing cartography. I like that a lot. Look at that. He sees so much more. Knows that he can attack here. Can do some damage over here. And that's so much better than if he would only play with his own vision. And he really needs to build houses, as it seems. But we'll lose a lot of villagers here. Yes. Hanging out at the front. FedEx not really having an answer. It's looking very good for ZZ here. Push at the left hand side, I would say. Reasonable advantage for Skull. Push in the middle. I would say reasonable advantage for Arrow. Purple against yellow, not even a real question, or is it? Well, only 40 villagers for Vanka as well. The only guy who is ahead is Nikov against Janik, but Janik now bloodlines, +1 defense, going for conquistadors. Nikov at the same time, trying to even it out against other players, and he will get into some troubles if all those monks and mangonels would come over. Oh, that might be a good shot here by Milo. Let's take a look. If he's able to micro that, is taking... Whoa, that was a good shot. 3 monks and 1 mangonel. But even if he took that from the hill, he could have even survived and could have gotten another shot off. Let's take a look here. Arrow, shoot. What is he doing? Oh, 1 very good shot. Let's get a second shot to clear that up. Beautiful move. And only 5 archers remain here for Nikov, who's now going for bloodlines, trying to stay in this game. And still not a single farm. Now finally going for the beautiful random map farms here. And Nikov completely down here. Wow. Monos going for the heavy boom, but did lose so much before. At 70 villagers, that's a big problem. Skull is looking at 70 here. Let's take a look. Is he maybe taking a good engagement? He is requesting some manual help. No, Arrow isn't coming over. Felix not finding a beautiful spot to hide himself. Are these 1600 HD players? No, more like 1550. Now going for the full knights here is Arrow, not leaving it to the Imperial Age. He's going for the +2 defense and is going to spam the knights out. I believe he isn't producing a lot of villagers and should add some more farms, if you ask me, eventually. But yeah, look at that. He has a 32 fishing ships, so that's his whole food eco. Now another push here from behind, having some knights prepared, and that will be another push against the Persian. Ovanka is coming around, and this is looking better and better for the Z. The push at the front being denied here. Skull is coming in with another... Oh, Forward University. New meta game against the Malians. I believe there's basically no chance. And that's an aggressive castle here. Waiting for the Mangonel to fall, and then he's building it. Another Mangonel here at the side, and I believe there's not a lot of army out here. Let's take a look. Only 13 army, and that's basically all those crossmen here at the side, trying to build somewhere at the front. Mangonel shot could be pretty good against those villagers. Getting a juicy shot off, and denying that, and indeed, that is taking it. 3-1 only for Argentina, and trust me, that does not feel like a lot, but in the end, could mean endlessly. We will try to do the math now, and first of all update the scoreboard, and then we will open Paint again and see what was going on here. So first of all, Janik going for the crazy forward against Nikov would have completely died, but Nikov was raiding the others. Milo not scouting the forward of Avenka, completely died himself. Monos not scouting the sneak here, completely died. Other side was pretty even, but it felt like Skull was a bit ahead against FedEx, but only because FedEx was raiding at this side as well. So I would say the two pockets beating their respective two pockets really won them the game. And Monas even said, GG's. Well played, Czech boys. Indeed, everyone is super happy with how those games went. Argentina happy that they won. ZZ happy with how they performed. And that's another super strong contender to win the Silver League for me. See that there, especially if we go down to 3-3. Arrow, Skull, Yannick. And let me see. Do I still have Paint open? Ah, that's what killed my Lily Pyramid, right?